Natalie here today, and I am creating a 9x12 layout of a previous camping trip. So I'm going to be using embossing powders and this adorable ephemera set from Wild Whisper called Camp More, Worry Less, and this fall autumn leaves set by Catherine Pooler of Stamps. And I'll also use the dies as well. So I'm just going to go through the die cut ephemera pack by Wild Whisper and just kind of like pick out the little bits that I want to use. Some of them are pretty large, and so I am going to cut this paper down to 9x12. So I didn't want to get any of the too large pieces, but I wanted to also get a camper that reflected kind of like what our camper looked like in the picture. And then my little guy is sitting out front in his little tricycle, because this was probably 3 years ago. Was it just 2 years ago? 2019? Ugh, it was just 2 years ago. He's so big now. So I'm just pulling out these pieces, and they're like browns and dark blacks and cream and greens or turquoise. So I'm going through a few different papers here to decide what pattern paper that I want to use. So I pulled out, some are die cut with a view. I think that one is maybe Kaiser Craft. That one is crepe paper. I like that one a lot, but it's a little busy. That one is Wild Whisper, so the blue-green colors match perfectly. But I think I'm going to go with this plaid paper that's die cuts with a view, and this blue plaid. And so I cut a triangle, actually cut a square. And so when I cut one triangle, then it left me with two other bits. But I put them together and you can't even tell, right? So this is kind of the idea that I'm going with. I'm just going to have those two sections. Now I'm going to make my ephemera that, because, you know, I can't just use the die cut ephemera. I have to add in my own foliage. So I used some craft paper and I did Versamark, and I'm using this Wow embossing powder. Is called Color Blend Verdigris. I don't know. But it's like a turquoisey color that matches really well with this collection. And you will see me melt it here with my heat gun. And these are Catherine Pooler's, I think that's Falling Leaves, maybe is what the stamp set is called. I'll try to link it down below if it's still in the store. But I'm showing you how well it matches. I'm also going to do additional stamping in Wow, inspired by Catherine Pooler. It's the sage color, and it has this really big, chunky, iridescent glitter in it, and it's super pretty. And the chunky glitter does have a little bit of a hard time sticking, so it's mostly the smaller bits of glitter, but it's beautiful. And then I'm also going to use metallic platinum, and I'm just doing an entire sheet of metallic platinum because I wanted bigger leaves. So I turned to my Tim Holtz skeletal leaf die. I use these on so many pages. They are a big hit, and so I'm going to die cut them out of this paper, which I embossed with Wow Metallic Platinum Regular. So you can see over there, there's right there are all the leaves. So I die cut the bigger skeletal leaves, and then I have the smaller ones that were stamped with the Catherine Pooler stamp set. So now I'm going to start building my clusters. I'm going to get down these triangles. I am going to kind of offset them. I'm just playing around with them here for a second, but I end up offsetting them, as you can see kind of there. So they're not pointing directly at one another. I'm going to rough up the edges. And not that I don't always do this, but it's a camping page, so it needs to be a little bit rustic, right? And I'm going to stick down the triangles now. And they already have adhesive on the back. I think I'm using the tearaway tape. Cherry tape is also what you could call it. And I start laying down the photo and the clusters, and then I decide I need mixed media. And I did not put any gesso on this cream cardstock, but I just want to do a few splatters so it can handle a few splatters that are not like a ton of water. So this is kind of the idea, though, is I'm going to pick a few of the ephemera pieces, stick them on, and then cluster the leaves around them. It's just kind of my go-to look. I love a good leaf cluster. Leaves made out of shiny or glittery substances, embossing powder or die cut from glitter paper or something like that is just totally my jam. Why I call my style rustic sparkle. And yeah, I'm just loving the way that this is looking. I throw that campfire on the bottom. I can't see right now doing my voiceover, but I do throw the campfire on there, but I end up not using it because it's really large and I have the large camper piece, and so I didn't want to take away. I also only use one of the circles because one is a compass and one was very similar to the compass and it was the same brown color, so I didn't want to repeat that image on my page. And I will link down below with my affiliate link to the store, as well as some direct links. If I know that this die cut ephemera pack is still in stock, so I'll put a direct link down below if you are interested in buying it as well. It's super cute. And you could pair it with a lot of different colors, not necessarily just blues and greens. But I'm using my water brush to use this Juniper Mist color from Catherine Puller as a watercolor and just create a little bit of splatters, and I did a few like really large drops of splatters. But what you'll see here in a second is one of those large drops of splatters gets a little smudged, and because I didn't use gesso, I couldn't wipe it up. So I just changed where I put my photo to cover it up. Boom, problem solved. I find that this makes my scrapbooking less stressful if you're not super concerned with things like that. If you're flexible, it helps. If you want to do mixed medium. Boom, you can't. It's like it never even happened. Serve Pro over here. So the happy camper word is going to be like my title for the page, because he was a little happy camper in his little tricycle being wheeled around. I mean, who wouldn't be happy being wheeled around like a little prince around the campground? So I won't make you watch me do all the clusters again, but you get the idea of it. I pick a large piece of die cut ephemera, cluster in some leaves, yada yada yada. We have a scrapbook page. So I am using my Nuvo adhesive. I love that stuff. It works, and I haven't had any pages fall apart from it yet. At the end, I'm also going to add in some of the essential jewels from Pink Fresh Studio. They have this one, I'm not sure the color because I have the full pack of them, but it has just the same exact colors. It's like an iridescent brown, but it also turns blue if you turn your head the right way. It was just absolutely made for this page, I swear. So I love combining my manufacturers, of course. So I have here Catherine Puller and Wild Whisper and Tim Holtz and Die Cuts with a View. I just love it. It's so fun. That's what keeps it interesting for me. So now I'm just adding in on those jewels and I will be done. I thank you guys for watching. I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my page. I'm trying to reach my next milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I have a way to go, but every little subscriber helps, and I love to hear from you guys. Check out the links below if you would like to shop with a cherry on top, and they're still shipping right now. You can get stuff before Christmas. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.